Hey guys, this is Dawn of Wisdom, and I just wanted to give you my personal experience with women and the MGTOW scene, and how men can easily be lured by very needy, very selfish, very greedy women out there. So I just recently ran into an old friend of mine who her family was friends with my family. And as the years have gone on, she became a single mother. She became uh, highly dependent on men. Never got married, uh, and a lot of the times with this person, it turns out she was bisexual and everything else. I recently got a hold of her on Facebook, and we hit it off. Everything was great. Next thing you know, she asked for my Snapchat. On Snapchat, she told me a story about how she gave $600 to a random person that she claimed to have known, and they haven't paid her back, which is something I couldn't imagine doing if I was a single mother. If I was a single mother, she told me she was a single mother, she's going to college, she's living on assistance, and she doesn't have a job. Next thing you know, she, on Snapchat, requested $200 from me. $200. This is the exact type of female fuckery that these women are engaged in. They meet a nice young man, such as myself, who, quite frankly, is not looking for a relationship. I consider myself to be a MGTOW monk. I consider myself to be an individual that has decided not to get married, not to have children. I've decided that it's no longer the place for me to go out there and to put myself at risk of STDs, of alimony, child custody, being cheated on. Because what I didn't realize is this particular individual, although I have been MGTOW for a long time, I feel as though if I was not MGTOW, would I have given this woman $200? Would I have ended up in a relationship with a bisexual woman who had already had a child with somebody else, who was not married to that individual? Would I have ended up cheated on? Would I have ended up getting an STD? What could have happened to me if I was not given MGTOW, I want to say 7 years ago? You know, as a young man, I've been in plenty of situations like this, and that there are so many young men out there who, because they have not encountered MGTOW, because they have not been with a person to teach them MGTOW, or because they don't know about MGTOW, they don't realize that women in today's society, and I'm sure not all of them are, but in the majority of women, are predatorial. You know, they are seeking financial gain. They are seeking a simp that will pay their bills, that will pay things for them, that will just be a financial tool for them, that will be this substitute father to their child. But in reality, the point and the principle of this video is, men, if you are listening to this, please understand one thing. Do not get lured. Do not get lured by these women on Tinder, on Bumble, on Snapchat, on Facebook Messenger. Do not get lured by them. Predatorial behavior, you have been taught in our society that predatorial behavior is physical, it's violent, it's sexual, and it's perpetrated by men. And although I will not disagree that those are forms of predatory behavior, those are not the only forms of predatory behavior. You have scams out there, and a lot of women are engaged in scamming men. Because why are women doing this? Women are doing this, guys. Women are doing this because they know they can get away with it. And when I say, guys, don't get lured, do not be lured by these women out there. I know I brought up Bumble. I know I brought up Tinder. I know I brought up Snapchat. I know I brought up Facebook Messenger. But another thing that I've realized, guys, is something that is happening, that's a large trend out there, and I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with this. And a lot of men, I would say the majority of men are not MGTOW. The majority of men are not red pill. The majority of men out there are simps. The majority of men out there are pussy beggars. And what's happening out there is they're giving money to these women on OnlyFans, on Instagram. And the reason why they're doing it is because they think that will buy them a personal connection with these women. And these women have no intention of ever having a personal connection with you. They don't love you. They don't want you. They don't ever care about you. They never will. And so the funny part about this is you might be saying to yourself, well, isn't Snapchat and OnlyFans different? Isn't a stranger and a friend different? And I say to those people who ask that question, I have to say to you, what's the difference? Don't you think it's scary? And although I will admit that my evidence is rather anecdotal, I will say this is anecdotal, okay, perhaps, maybe. But if you really look at the grand scheme of things, if strangers on Instagram and or OnlyFans are acting the same way as the woman that you know and have met and are close to you and are treating you the same way as woman you know, and woman you know are treating you the same way as those women you find on OnlyFans, they just see you as a tool to get money out of or to use or to manipulate, then that shows a lot. That tells you a lot about the nature of women and how they view men and what men really are to them. Okay, guys? So, I just wanted to say that this is Dawn of Wisdom. The point of my video was to just say to you guys, keep it MGTOW. Be a man going your own way. Do not get lured by women on Snapchat, OnlyFans, or any of these women out there. I have been fortunate enough to been able to avoid these scams or these traps set up by women who just want money on these websites or on these apps, if you will. Guys, you need to look out for yourself. I mean, I know you guys, it's in our nature to be providers, and we've been taught our whole lives, guys, you're a man, you have to be a provider, provide for women. But let me explain something to you. There is nothing left for us men to provide women. Okay? There is nothing left for us to give to them. Don't give them anything. Okay, guys? Keep it MGTOW, keep it strong, don't get lured, don't get married, stay kid free. Have a good day.